What's poppin', y'all? One of the most disgusting creatures to share air with us on this earth, Chrisean Rock, has been having a little bit of a comeback. She's kind of been trying to have this like come to Jesus moment. Academics was kind of trying to be like, yeah, I had a conversation with her. Like, I kind of feel bad. I see she's trying to change herself. I wasn't buying into that at all. And it doesn't matter if you tried to change yourself. You absolutely derailed and just ruined another life's entire existence because of your not just terrible decisions, your evil decisions. But she's recently been having a comeback on Ryan Garcia's stream. She had appeared before on Neon stream, and Neon and Ryan Garcia are boys. So he had her on his stream, and they kind of did like, it was a fun stream. Ryan Garcia was very attentive also to Junior, which is her and Blueface's baby. And they did like a little boxing segment where he was teaching her how to box because she had just gotten into a scuffle. No, she had gotten into a fight in Compton because she's been trying to act like a big old blood, which is like, what the hell are we doing here? This is why I'm talking about Chrisean. So Chrisean was supposed to reappear on Ryan Garcia's stream. And what does Chrisean Rock do? She cancels. And she says, sorry guys, I canceled on coming because I don't want to rock climb. I just want to box. I get that the world is doing stuff for entertainment, but I'm doing this because I decided to take myself serious. We don't take you serious. You are a lolcow, Chrisean. That is what you are. That is what you have been. That is what you always will be. Honestly, it's almost wrong morally for us to even treat you like a lolcow because you're what you've done is so evil. But anyway, I'm not about to be clip farmed by anyone. I don't want it to look like a date. It's weird behavior. No, what's crazy is that's weird behavior. Her showing up on a stream and doing rock climbing when this guy Ryan Garcia has never flirted with her or anything. But that's weird behavior. But you smoking and drinking during an entire pregnancy is not weird behavior. You trying to be like a blood and fighting and gangbanging is not weird behavior. After you were just talking about trying to find God and being regretful about the decisions that you made during your pregnancy, that's not weird behavior. Okay. And then Ryan Garcia would post and say the following: Chrisean self-sabotaged herself once again. It's a stream and it's entertainment. I'm not a trainer. I'm a boxer. I decided to do a stream where it's Rocky style training, and I added rock climbing, chill, wholesome stuff. If she thinks it was considered a date, she's living outside of reality. I made it very clear it was never that and never will be. Mad confusing because I was super respectful to her and made sure she was treated with respect and fairness. Didn't judge her, none of that, and she disrespected me. Caught me off guard, but I'll continue to move in peace. And I will say, though, that the rock climbing thing, it can be perceived as a date because streamers have used that in the past, but realistically, like, this is something that you hit the person up about. You don't just post on your story that you cancel the stream and then that's how Ryan Garcia finds out. But what do you expect an uncouth, disgusting creature like Chrisean to... Yeah, you expect any courtesy, you expect any manners, you expect anything from her? No. But she could have hit him up and said, like, yo, I just want to, like, can we not do the rock climbing? Or I just want to make sure that, if we do this rock climbing, we don't clip farm any, like, flirtatious stuff. Keep in mind, this is the chick that got Blueface tattooed on the side of her head, on the side of her neck. Just absolute lunacy. And people will blame Blueface for every single thing Chrisean Rock has done. They'll be like, man, before she met Blueface. Okay, dude. Yeah, really. And I think Ryan Garcia maybe took a liking to her because he had a phase of his life or career, which we really haven't gotten an explanation of what was going on there. But if you guys recall, he was crashing out like crazy. I mean, he was just saying wild stuff, just moving wild. And then it seemed like he's calmed down now. And he's got a better head on his shoulders. But he would react in a video on what looks like an IG live, and I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
And I was generally just trying to be nice, train, and honestly just have fun on stream. I just didn't go in there with any type of intentions, just like another stream. It did well, everybody loved it, so I was like, all right, let's do it again. Why not? And then I was like, oh, what would be cool? Like, we already did boxing, so I was like, let me see what would be cool. I was like, well, I could set up rock climbing, which I contacted the rock climbing place and was like, yo, can we film? It took a process. They got it. They approved it. I was going to do this crazy idea where I bought 2 chickens and I was going to do like a Rocky style training. And I was going to chase after the chickens, try to catch it. It was like a training drill. Funny stuff, bro. I was just going to have fun. And then just ended off like, yeah, that was our type of training today. And honestly, rock climbing is a sport. Like, that's not even considered like a date type of thing. Which is even wild. Like, why would she say that? That's why I felt it was disrespectful. It's like, why are you making it seem like I was trying to make it look like a date? Like, rock climbing is a sport. I was trying to keep it professional, all that. I just don't understand why it was taken out of context in any way. And I have no hard feelings with Chrisean at all. Like, she's cool. I just thought it was a bit disrespectful because I told her that before. I told her the plan before I set it all up. And she didn't have no problem with it. Then all of a sudden, she just changes her tune like, I ain't want to do all that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, what? Like, you cancel on this last minute? That's what I meant by disrespectful. But, yeah, I mean, that's all I can say to it. I try to bring a cool stream. I try to continue it. It didn't happen, and that's it. We're kind of just moving on from that. I love how this chat, like, doesn't even respond to what I'm saying, which is hilarious. Yeah, that's what I felt. Hey, shout out $106. My dog right here. Yeah, but that's the whole, like, everybody's like, oh, yeah, like, but she didn't want to get clip farm. And I'm like, bro, what do you expect when you get on stream? If you know anything about streams and the whole streaming community and all of that, you're gonna get clipped. I mean, people clip regardless. It's not clip farming. It's called, I didn't even try to clip farm when she first got here. Really, all I did was hang. Yeah, it's insane. Well, why would you even throw the word date in there? That's the problem. There was no need to throw in date. That's embarrassing. Like, why are you throwing in date? Like, that's just stirring up drama. Like, why even throw that word in there? Just say it was canceled. There's nothing else to it. Hey, it was canceled.
So Ryan Garcia here, like you just see somebody who, at least at this point in time in his life, looks to be sensible, and he's just running this through his head. Keep in mind the logistics of the situation. Yeah, he had to phone in. He had to make sure that they could film there. And then the chicken segment would have been funny. Like, you see Chrisean Rock chasing around, trying to catch some chicken, like the Rocky movie. That's funny. Also, that was one of the funniest drills that I've ever seen. When did that ever become a thing? Because I've only seen it in the movies. So, like, any of my old school boxers here, was that ever a thing? I think they also do that on farms just for the fun of it. But regardless, with Chrisean, what I think happened is whatever goon that she's dating right now, because Ryan Garcia's like, wait, why would you even, like, bring the word date into it? And I ran this by her ahead of time. I think whatever goon that she's dating or seeing right now, maybe, like, gave her a little, let her know, like, yo, what's going on here? Why are you streaming with this guy? And then she's just trying to use that as an excuse. And he's like, yeah, you boxed with them, but, like, what's up with the rock climbing thing? because I think whatever her goon boyfriend is the one that got her into this whole like banging that she's been trying to do, and her fight. And this is Chrisean is just disgusting incarnated. Post pregnancy and all that. Now she has to take care of a child, and you would think that, okay, maybe the person gets it together after this. Because whatever we say about Brittany Renner, for instance, yeah, she's moved mad, but Brittany Renner, and she was kind of moving crazy with her baby daddy. Like, we saw the footage. Like, her and her mom are clear lunatics. And unfortunately for that kid, they will put poison in that kid's ear about the father and say, yeah, your father doesn't want to see you, when that's probably not the case. He just doesn't want to deal with her and her mother. But Brittany Renner, as a mother, like when she became a mother, she's like, okay, I'm not going to be focused on the BS as much. And she's done that. Chrisean, on the other hand, this chick is fighting in the middle of the street. It's not even like they're filming for a TV show or something like that. You could be like, okay, it's overly dramatized. No, she's fighting and getting jumped in the middle of the hood in LA when she's got a kid who has, for sure, like, the kid hasn't stood up, isn't walking. Like, the kid has disabilities. This is the look that you're going to give yourself. It really breaks my heart, like, what that, and that's the thing with Blueface too, because while Blueface be on BS a lot of the time, and he's really heavily with that like gang stuff, when you see Blueface with his kids, it's a completely different Blueface. And you see the product of Blueface's parenting, which when you see Blueface's son's behavior, you're like, wow, this is a well-mannered kid that is, it's almost like the kid is like the opposite of Blueface. And Blueface has spent a lot of time with this kid. And this is in contrast to G Herbo's kid, which, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to kids here, but like G Herbo's kid is, he's mean. And they put their kid on social media. He's, dropping like bad words, curse words. Like, his kid and Blueface's kid are two entirely different kids. But my point is that when Blueface takes fatherhood seriously, Chrisean Rock is clearly not. And I just feel like this is the last opportunity that Chrisean has to, make some sort of an income or be relevant before, like, what's going to happen? Like, she's dating, and this is the thing too, like, she's dating these goons that are going to put her in harm's way, and she's with the baby. It's like, you're continuously subjecting this kid to danger. And when you get a charitable opportunity, which is streaming with Neon, streaming with Ryan Garcia, and she has the personality that would do well in streaming, she decides to blow it because she believes that people will clip farm it like a date. Like, this is the thing. How could you be clip farmed in a way that would ruin your reputation worse than what you have already done? Nothing. There is nothing that could make you look worse than what you've already done to yourself. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Does Chrisean Rock deserve redemption? Me, personally, Chrisean Rock has demonstrated who she is time and time again. There is no redemption for her ever in any timeline. I don't care how much she cries. I don't care if she gets baptized at the Vatican. I do not care what I see. I don't care if she puts on a hijab just like Brittany Renner did. Or what was that? I remember there was some Asian chick that like put on a hijab and like converted and all that used to be getting cracked by like 50 dudes on camera. Not like, oh no, she had a pass. Like, no, she was doing that type of content. But yeah, okay, Chrisean, no. She must be sent to the gallows. She should just be hidden from society, really. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm see you on the next one.